Tableau tables, what are you doing to me? Week 3 of Back2VizBasics is to create a table, and it is driving me up the wall. I don't know. Maybe it's just like not the tool for me for tables. I don't know. Let me show you some things that I'm working on. So first off, this is very much in progress. Like you can see all my tabs at the bottom. It's just like it's a total mess right now. So this is kind of part one. Maybe I'll make a part two video. But like here's the data that is from part two. I've sort of sorted it here, but it's basically Olympic Games. We've got names, gender, age, height, weight, the country. It's called region here, and we've got the event and then the medal won. And so the task is to make a table. And so my idea is to make a table that looks like this. So I'll have each of the games in the first column, the country in the second column. Then I'm going to have the number of medals that each country won in each game. So then gold, silver, bronze. And then I was thinking I would do something where I'd have the name of the most decorated athlete for each country, and then the number of medals that person won in these little icons here. And you can see I did this in Excel pretty quickly with like Webdings 3 as a little icon, and it's all set. But the problem is to do this, there are some countries, and there's just a little pivot table, not some, I'm sure many countries where there's a tie. And so that's not really going to work. So fine. Okay. So I'm going to focus on this part. And I just want to show you a few things that are just like, I figured a few things out, but some things that are just like, I don't understand. And again, if you're like an experienced Tableau user, you're probably just laughing at me, but I'm okay with that because I am just figuring it out. So I'm going to flip over here to Tableau. So, okay. I got a little obsessed with levels on details in one of the previous videos to make formulas, calculated fields. So I kind of got like down this wormhole of doing that. And I figured finally just like, I don't need to do that. Just if I need to calculate the number of medals, it's pretty easy. It's just like if medal, which is a string field, if it's gold, then make it 1. And if it's not, make it 0. And I do that separately for each medal type. So maybe there's a better way to do this, but let me show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take games, and I'm going to drop it up here. Now it's important here, right? Because we've got summer only at the beginning, then summer and winter, and then they timing changed at some point. So, but not important for this. I'm not worried about that. Okay. So now the region, I'm going to drop that up there. Okay. This is great. This is so far so good. All right. Let's drop this little formula here. So there's a lot of NAs here. So if it's not NA, then give me 1. So I just want to sum up medals by country within each games. Okay. So now, so if you grab this now, again, if you're new like me to Tableau, you're probably like dropping it up here. Well, that's not right. Okay. So we want to do a table. Now there's 2 places to drop it here. You see where it highlights. So if you drop it here, you get this little bar chart and it puts it in the row shelf. So that's not right. Okay, so I'm getting a hang of it. So drop it here. Okay, now I get it. Now, it doesn't add a title to the top of this column. I mean, it's like not there. And so I put a little tweet out asking people, and like everyone's like, oh yeah, that's something that we all kind of know. And you just have to like do one of many things. So like some people were like, just take measure values because it's just one measure and just drop it and problem solved. Another solution was go into the columns shelf up here and just type the word that you want, all medals, and I'll put it in quotes, and that drop, but then you see you get like both of these things, which I don't quite understand, so then you could hide that. But like, that. So look, just to be fair, I know I'm a big Excel user and promoter of Excel and database. I don't love everything about Excel either. And I'm sure I hated a lot of it when I first started out. So don't view my critiques here as being like Excel or some other tools inherently better than Tableau. It's just the things that I'm seeing as I'm learning it. Now, hopefully other people seeing this too, and hopefully this is useful. I mean, maybe not. Maybe I'm just talking into the ether, but okay. All right. So now here's the thing. So I put all medals in the table and it worked. Now, if I take gold medals and drop it here, now they both show up. So that's a little confusing, I guess. Like, I guess you have to add that second one and then they show up. So, okay, so I'm going to add silver and I'm going to add bronze. Now, my first thought when I did this was that I could resort these columns somehow up here, but I guess I can't. So I have to do it in here, which is fine. Like, you can't, whoops, don't want to do that. So there is a little bit of like trying to just get it in the right spot, just trying to get that together. Okay. So I have this sort of set up. This seems to work pretty well. So now what I want to do is add color. Let me go back to Excel. I want to add colors like this. So I've got gold, silver, and bronze. So I want to add those colors. And I don't even think I have the hex codes anymore. So let me just grab this real quick and I'll copy that. So I have that hex color. Okay. So let's go back over here. All right. So this took me a while to figure out, and I still don't know if I have it right. Okay. So I'm going to grab measure values. I'm going to max. I'm holding the command key down and dropping it on color, which colors the text. So now I'm going to change that to a square, which gives me a heat map. Okay. But it's the same colors across all 4 columns. Okay. I figured that one out. More Googling. You can separate the legends. Okay. So now I've got 4 separate legends for each one, which is great. Now, but what I want is I don't want to make a heat map here. I just want to shade the cells in pretty simply. Just want to give a little bit of a color pop. So, and again, maybe someone has a better idea on this, but I went to edit colors. I was like, maybe I can just turn this down to 0 or 1. Nope, doesn't let me do that. Okay. Maybe I can change the colors here. Well, I could do that. I can change one color, but not both. So this is how I'm approaching it. Again, if you have better ideas, let me know. So I changed this to a diverging color palette, which allows me to control all the steps. I make 2 steps. And here, I'm going to use that hex code I just copied for gold. And I'll copy that in. And now I've got the gold color. And now I can go to bronze. Sorry about that. I have to go back and forth here. I need to get these color palettes real quick. So let me get that. I'll just do one more. I think you get the idea. So this is silver. I'm going to edit the colors, select just a random diverging palette, change the step to 2, and then drop this guy in. And I've got silver colors all the way down, right? And I could do that for the other ones as well. Yeah, so I can do that. So I kind of have got that all set. So what else do I want to do? I want to figure out, and I haven't figured this out yet, so I'm going to work on it later. I want to, if I go back over here, I want to have number of metals as a spanner column across the table. So I want to do that. And I haven't dug into that, tried to figure that out yet. And I also want to just add so if I can see if I can get it work, the decorated piece. And I have some of it. So like if I add, so here I've made a couple of calculated fields to get the name. But of course, I don't know what it's exactly doing when it comes to the ties. So I haven't figured that out. So this is the name of the person who's most decorated. And then I have down here is the number of medals of the most decorated person. And then that's going to go over here. But like in my head, what I want to do is have the names here over here. And I don't think I can do that the way I have it set up here in Excel, right? I don't think I can have this set up. I think I have to create like 2 different tables and then sort of place them next to each other in a dashboard and get them lined up just right. I don't know about that. I'm going to try to figure it out just so I know how to do it. But I think my idea of like getting the medals for each of these people doesn't really work because of the ties. And I'm also pretty sure that when I'm calculating most medals for each person for ties, I think I'm just picking up the person in the beginning or the end of the alphabet. I'm not really sure yet. And again, it goes back to the first video I made on this is like, I want to be able to see my data better and I can't quite do it. Although Kevin Flerledge, who maybe you've seen, has done another video on this channel, this playlist on this, did show me a way to do that, to see the data, but now I can't remember how he did it and not gonna be able to figure it out. So, okay, part 1, you can see I'm getting somewhere. I figured out these various things. it took a while to get to this point. Like, you can see all these tabs down here, like me just like doing a bunch of stuff, trying to piece stuff together, messing around, just like trying, and I'm getting there. But I think my sort of grand plan isn't going to pan out. What do I want to do going forward? I want to try if I can see if I can make like an accordion filter, so that if I still want to see not a filter for games the way sort of Tableau does it by default. So like if I wanted to um so it's like not a drop down menu. I sort of want to make it as it within the table, so not a separate filter. So I'm going to work on that, and I want to work on those spanner column headers. We'll see. We'll see if I can get it. So if you have thoughts, better ways to do this, improvements, other things, just let me know in the comments below. I hope these videos are helpful. Let me know if they are, if they're not. And I'm guessing once Kevin sees this, he's going to make a video too, and I'll post that as a follow-up. All right, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to this channel so you can see more of these. I'll keep doing them as I keep learning more about Tableau.